Now, I've been saying that I was going to do this for weeks, even a few months. But I finally got the courage up and I am going to tell you one joke. So there was this guy that walks into a bar, and as he walks into the bar and he sits down, was a guy yelling, "Hey, jackass! Give me a beer!" And the guy, the bartender, he turned around and he looked at him and he cut his eyes and he went over and he poured the beer and he slid it down the table to him. And the guy was drinking it, like, and the guy thought, wow, he called him jackass. So about another 10 minutes passed or so, and then the guy yelled out again, "Hey, jackass! Give me a beer!" The bartender turned around and looked at him again. He cut his eyes and he slid it down to him. And the guy was sitting there and he thought, damn, he done called him jackass twice, man. I don't know why he calls him jackass. So he says, hey, bartender. And the guy walks over to him. He said, that guy calls you jackass. Why does he call you that? And the bartender says, he always calls me that. See, I told you it was just one little silly joke. I had to do it. Couldn't help myself. But now, let's get on to something that I used to do. I used to sell cars. I used to be pretty good at it. I think the most I made in 1 month was around 20,000. But I did make it. And so one of the things I'd like to tell you, if you're going to go looking for a car, is you need to kind of do your homework. Do a little homework. So where most people make a mistake is they don't know what their trade is worth. And so I would always think, maybe look at Kelly Blue Book. Look at something that kind of gives you an estimated price of your car. And the second thing I would say is to know the price of the vehicle that you're going to buy. So the two ways dealerships make money is they make money off of the car that they steal. And stealing from you means they got the car at a lesser price than the car was actually worth. And then two is when they steal a car was valued at 10,000 and they got it for 8,000. So they have juice in the car. That's what they call the extra money. And so the price of the car might be appraised at 12,000, and so they got it for 8,000. So they have $4,000 that is considered the juice. That's profit margin. So then you have to take in consideration, that you're gonna have to repair the car, and then you have to make sure there's not no problems with the car, and then it might cost another $1,500. Then you clean the car up, detail the car, so that'd be another $2,000. So then, when you go and test drive a car, always test drive the car with no emotion. Drive it, even if you like it. Test drive it with no emotion. And then when you get back and if you're gonna trade your car in, I would always recommend trading your car in, because that means that's less money that you have to pay taxes on, because your vehicle's already had the taxes paid on it. So after you sit down, they're going to talk to you, and they're going to hem and haw with you, and then they're going to tell you, this is what we think your car is worth. So they're going to hit you about $1,000 to $2,000 less than what your car is actually worth. It's what they do. And then when they sell you their car, they're going to sell you their car at the full price. Because that's the niceness in them. Now, of course, after they go up front and they come back with the prices, again, your car is going to be priced high. their car is going to be priced high, and your car is going to be priced 1,000, 2,000 less than is what it's actually worth. So two things I want you to always consider once if you do like the car, is to write down. You figure. I always say figure that there's $2,000 in their price, a give up or down, plus or minus, and a $2,000 in plus or minus in your car. So I always say write $4,000 down. So if you were buying a used car, and let's say the car was worth 14,000, and then your car they said it was only worth 1,000. So what I would do is I would, when they come back with the price, they're going to tell you what your car is worth and what their car is worth. And then when they give you the numbers, then always write down, subtract $2,000 off their price. So right, so they say their car is worth 12,000, so you write, 14,000, so you write 12,000 down. And then on your car, they say your car is only worth 1,000. So then you write 2,000 more on it, so you make it worth 3,000. And then you subtract the prices. So now you have made the price of the car go from 12,000 down to 9,000. So now when so they're gonna hem and haw. I don't know if they can do it, and then they're gonna go back, and he's gonna take it to the manager, and the manager's gonna scrutinize the numbers. They're gonna talk, and then after they're done, then he'll come back and he'll say, well, we can't do that, but we can do this. So I always want you to understand, every don't no dealership not have any juice in anything that they do. So you have to figure that you have to have a price set in your mind that you want to pay. So if the car is worth 14,000 and you can get it for 11,000, and they can give you $2,000 or $3,000 for your car, then hey, you came out on the good end because you didn't have to pay taxes on that. So if I was going to buy a car, that's how I would buy a car, and that's how I bought my car. And so I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope it helped you. And so have a good day. Unk out. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Show live video.